You know that feeling, that ache deep in your shoulders, or maybe it's like your jaw is just clamped shut and you didn't even realize it.
Oh, definitely. Or that tightness in your chest, maybe, makes it hard to take a proper breath.
Exactly. It feels physical. And that's the whole point, isn't it? That tension isn't just in your head.
Right. Your body is actually holding on to it. Stress, anxiety, maybe even, tougher emotions. It gets stored physically in your muscles, your tissues.
It's kind of wild when you think about it that way. The body isn't just feeling stressed, it's like actively storing it.
It really is. It participates. And that stored tension, it can become this cycle, feeding back into the mental stress, making everything feel worse, leading to headaches, backaches.
Making it harder to relax even when you try.
Precisely. So that's what we're diving into today. We've looked at a whole stack of insights on this.
Yeah, explaining how this happens, but also, crucially, finding some simple ways out.
Simple ways to release that physical tension. Not intense workouts necessarily, but easy exit routes for that stored energy.
So think of this as a shortcut. Understanding the problem stress getting stuck and finding some immediate practical solutions through movement.
Exactly. Unlocking that physical and emotional release.
Okay, so let's get into it. This connection. It starts with something pretty fundamental, right? The body's old alarm system.
Ah, yes. The classic fight or flight response. The sympathetic nervous system kicking in.
Which is amazing, evolutionarily speaking. Designed for, actual physical danger.
Absolutely. Facing a predator, needing that instant burst of energy to survive. The brain yells danger, and bam, adrenaline, heart races, muscles tense up, ready to go. Super effective for escaping immediate threats.
Right. Short-term emergencies that need a physical response.
But, and here's the modern twist, our tigers today are, different.
More like deadlines, overflowing inboxes, difficult conversations.
Financial worries, maybe just chronic noise or not enough sleep. Our brain can still read those as threats.
Triggering the same physical response.
Yep, the whole cascade. But there's no tiger to physically fight or run away from. You can't exactly punch your email inbox.
No. Though sometimes you might want to.
Right. So because there's no physical discharge for that energy, that high alert state just kind of lingers.
They're stuck in the body.
Exactly. That low-grade activation keeps muscles subtly tensed. Maybe you don't even notice it consciously. It's like your body is constantly braced.
Just in case.
And over time, that builds up. The sources point clearly to this chronic physical tension showing up in predictable places.
Like the jaw, shoulders, neck.
Upper back, stomach, even the lower back and hips. Areas linked to that protective bracing or readiness to move.
And it's not just uncomfortable, it can cause real problems.
Absolutely. Chronic headaches, back pain, digestive issues. It locks the body in a state where relaxing feels almost impossible, like the emergency brake is perpetually half on.
Wow. Okay, so the body gets stuck on. If that's the gas pedal, what's the brake system in all this?
Great question. That brings us to the vagus nerve. It's a really key player here.
The vagus nerve. I've heard of that.
It's the main nerve of your parasympathetic nervous system, the counterbalance to fight or flight. Think of it as the body's primary calming pathway.
Okay.
It runs from the brainstem down through your core, influencing your heart, lungs, gut. Its job is basically to signal safety.
So it slows things down.
Exactly. Lowers heart rate, blood pressure, aids digestion,
Yeah.
brings you back to that rest and digest state. It's crucial for recovery and resilience.
So under normal circumstances, after a stressor passes, the vagus nerve helps you calm down. But what about chronic stress?
Well, that's where it gets tricky. Persistent stress, that constant on state, actually dampens the vagus nerve's effectiveness. It weakens its ability to apply the brakes efficiently.
Like worn-out brake pads.
That's a perfect analogy. The calming signal is weaker, so it's harder for your body to shift down from that tension, even when the stressful thing is over.
So you could be safe at home, trying to relax, but your body is still acting like the tiger's nearby.
Precisely. You feel wired, but tired. Physically exhausted from being braced, but the nervous system can't quite switch off.
That makes so much sense.
And it creates this feedback loop. The physical tension itself sends stress signals back to the brain, reinforcing the feeling of danger, which then keeps the tension going.
Wow. So being tense literally makes you feel more stressed.
It really can. Body and mind feeding off each other negatively.
Okay, deep breath. That's the problem laid out. Stress gets locked in, weakening our ability to calm down. But the good news, the solution part we're diving into, is movement. How does just moving help break that cycle?
Well, movement, even simple stretching, directly tackles the physical part of the stress equation. It's not necessarily about eliminating the stressors. That's often impossible, right?
Right. Life happens.
It's about managing your body's response, actively intervening.
So by loosening the muscles, you're sending a different message back to the brain, a calming one.
Exactly. It's like speaking the body's language. Releasing physical tension signals safety. It helps dial down that sympathetic on switch and lets the parasympathetic system, the vagus nerve, come back online.
Oh, okay.
And the benefits stack up. Better circulation, more oxygen to the brain, which helps mood and focus. It helps regulate heart rate, blood pressure. Moving can boost energy, ground
I
you.
hope you simmer down, as you put it earlier. I like that.
Yeah, it captures that feeling of counteracting the wired sensation. And I really like the idea from the sources about movement providing an exit route.
An exit route for the tension.
Yeah, for that stuck energy. Instead of it getting trapped and building up that bracing, movement gives it a channel to move through the body and release.
Giving the stuck energy somewhere to go.
Yeah.
That's powerful. So what kind of movement are we talking about? Does it have to be complicated?
Not at all. That's the best part. The sources really emphasize simple, accessible stuff you can weave into your day. No gym required.
Okay, good. Like, where's a good place to start?
Walking is a fantastic starting point. So basic, but so effective.
Just walking.
Yeah. It's gentle, rhythmic. The sources highlight its mood-boosting power. And if you pair it with being mindful, noticing your breath, your steps, the fresh air, it becomes this moving meditation.
Yeah.
Clears the head, eases anxiety. Even 10 minutes makes a difference.
Okay, simple. And stretching. That seems like a direct hit on the tension.
Totally. Stretching is key for releasing that built-up tightness and getting blood flowing. The material offers some great, really practical stretches, especially ones you can do at your desk.
Oh, desk-friendly is good. Like which ones?
Well, the seated spinal twist. You sit tall, gently twist your torso, maybe use the chair arm for a bit of leverage. It feels like you're literally wringing the stress out of your spine. Good for the back, digestion too.
I can picture that.
Yeah.
What else? We all hunch over screens.
The chest opener is perfect for that. Clasp your hands behind your back, stand up if you can, squeeze your shoulder blades together gently. It opens up the chest, counteracts that slump.
Better posture, better breathing.
Exactly. More oxygen, better circulation. Simple, but feels so good. Releases that guarded feeling stress can create.
And neck tension. That's a big one for headaches.
For sure. A gentle rotational neck stretch helps. Chin towards chest, then slowly rotate like you're looking towards your armpit. Pause, breathe, repeat on the other side. Very gentle, but gets into those tight neck and shoulder muscles.
These are really doable, like tiny breaks throughout the day.
That's the idea, snippets of movement. And a really key thing the sources stress is combining these moves with your breath. Conscious breathing.
How does adding the breath make such a difference?
Deep breathing is like a direct hotline to your calming system, the vagus nerve. Pair it with movement, and it anchors you in the present, pulls your focus away from worries, and deepens the physical release.
So like inhaling as you lift your arms, exhaling as you lower them.
Exactly. Or using a rhythm, like breathing in for 3 counts, out for 3 counts while you hold a stretch. It connects mind and body, actively telling your nervous system to calm down.
It's not just breathing while moving, it's breathing as part of the movement.
Precisely. They work together. Now, we can also look at things that might offer a slightly deeper release. Gentle yoga poses come up a lot.
Yoga makes sense for stress. What kind of poses are especially good for this stored tension?
Poses that specifically target areas where we tend to hold stress, like child's pose. Kneeling, folding forward. It's grounding, lengthens the spine, releases the lower back and hips. Big tension spots.
Right. Hips and lower back definitely feel it.
Uh-huh. And happy baby pose sounds relaxing, and it is. Lying on your back, pulling knees towards armpits, holding your feet. Great for opening the hips gently.
Hips hold a lot of emotion, people say.
They really can. And another good one is the lying glute stretch, that figure 4 leg shape while on your back. Targets muscles deep in the glutes that often contribute to low back pain from tension.
So these poses really get into those chronically tight spots.
They do. Another really interesting technique mentioned is progressive muscle relaxation, or PMR.
PMR, how does that work?
It's quite clever. You systematically tense a muscle group, like Really squeeze your fist tight for 5–10 seconds.
Okay.
And then you completely release it for maybe 10–20 seconds, really focusing on the feeling of relaxation flowing into that muscle. The contrast is key. Tensing first actually helps you recognize what release feels like.
So you learn to feel the difference between tense and relaxed.
Exactly. It heightens your awareness. It's super effective for general anxiety, helping with sleep, and even specific pain like neck pain, back pain, TMJ from clenching your jaw. You can do a whole body scan or just focus on your tight spots, even quick bursts while sitting down.
That sounds incredibly practical.
Yeah.
You also mentioned somatic movements earlier. What's that about?
Somatic practices generally focus on your internal felt sense, using movement to release deeper patterns of tension, maybe even stuff linked to trauma. They help the body regulate itself.
Okay, like what kind of movements?
Simple things, actually, like shaking. Actively, intentionally shaking out your arms, your legs, maybe your whole body gently.
Shaking. Like
Yeah,
literally
yeah.
shaking.
Yeah. Think of an animal shaking off stress after a scare. It's not wild flailing, but a conscious vibration to create those exit routes we talked about, helping stuck energy move through and discharge.
So it's like letting your body finish the stress response it got interrupted in.
That's a great way to put it. Helping the nervous system complete the cycle. Another simple but powerful somatic tool is self-holding.
Just holding yourself.
Wrapping your arms in a hug or placing one hand on your heart, one on your belly. That physical containment signals safety and support directly to your brain. It's surprisingly calming for the nervous system.
That feels very intuitive. And simple things like sighing.
It's amazing, right? The sources point out that humming, sighing, even yawning these involve muscles in the throat and diaphragm that stimulate the vagus nerve, that involuntary sigh of relief. Your body naturally releasing tension. You can tap into that consciously.
Our bodies kind of know what to do.
They really do. These practices just help amplify that innate wisdom. And finally, there's movement that adds joy, like dance.
Dance it out. Always feels good.
And it works. Dancing lets you move freely, express emotions without words. It releases pent-up energy, boosts mood, think endorphins, oxytocin. It's a joyful exit route. No need for choreography. Just move to music how you feel.
Just letting loose. Sounds freeing.
It really is. And briefly, strength training was mentioned too. For some people, channeling frustration or anger into controlled physical effort can be really cathartic. Builds a sense of strength, physically and mentally.
Wow. Okay. So there's a huge range from tiny stretches to shaking to dancing. How do you choose what's right in any given moment?
That's the key takeaway. Listen to your body. It's not about forcing something. Ask yourself, what kind of movement feels like it would actually help right now?
So if you're feeling jittery, maybe something energetic like shaking.
Yeah, or a brisk walk. If you feel heavy or overwhelmed, maybe something gentler like stretching or PMR. Angry, maybe something powerful. It's about matching the movement to your current state, trusting your intuition.
Shifting from should to what do I need?
Exactly. And remember, little bits count. 5–10 minutes here and there throughout the day, a few stretches, a quick walk, shake it out before a meeting. It adds up.
Micro movements.
Right?
Makes it less daunting.
Totally. Using music can help too, make it more enjoyable or set the mood for release or calm.
And the final tip was consistency.
Right. Doing these things regularly, even when you feel okay, builds that capacity for release. It strengthens the mind-body connection, keeps those calming pathways active. It's like preventative maintenance for your nervous system.
So this whole deep dive really shows how stress gets physical, but also how movement, even really simple movement, is like a language we can use to talk back to our nervous system.
Yeah, to signal safety, release tension, and allow our bodies to help us regulate.
And the big takeaway seems to be, it's accessible, no fancy routines needed, a few minutes of stretching, breathing with movement, shaking, dancing. It can genuinely shift how you feel.
Helping you feel lighter, calmer, more grounded. Partnering with your body.
Unlocking that ability to self-regulate that's already there.
Exactly, waiting for us to tap into it.
So here's a final thought for you to chew on. What if really acknowledging and moving this stored tension isn't just, self-care, but something more fundamental, a way to process life so we can actually engage more fully?
What if your body isn't just passively holding stress, but is actually your active partner in letting it go? If you just give it a little guidance and permission to move.